The accent thing is the fact that I've got accents randomly daily. I'll leave a message for you, and I'll go from a hick straight to some Scottish dude.
Okay.
I don't even know where these accents come from. These random little voices, and I've been doing it for years. All my friends know, and that's part of my character. And so it was the same on the show, but some people like it, some people don't. I actually never heard any flack from anybody there. No one was coming and telling me that, saying that they were annoyed by the accent. I see that stuff later on in the shows.
That's another thing. Like did you think that the way, because there's obviously in reality TV everybody's talking shit.
Oh yeah.
That's just. I mean, were you surprised?
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I was gonna expect that to happen, and that's Courtney from Survivor gave me that little no. Is like, be very aware that what you're portrayed as after the fact might be totally different than than what actually really happened. So it could be a big slam to your ego, which either way your ego wins. You either get broke down or built up. So
right,
I won.
Did you get any flack after that? Okay, basically it's just so we're clear here because we're doing live TV. It's the second clip. It's the first one. So the third out of 3. So
okay. So the third clip.
Yes.
Not the second clip.
Well, the second out of the fun ones.
You guys are great with your numbers and letters today, aren't you?
We have this thing where we're like...
I just want to make it transparent now. She's like, it's the second clip. So I'm like, actually the second clip. And I'm like, we'd be playing the second clip anyway. And then I was like, is the second clip out of the 3 or the second clip out of the Pirates? So she just holds up... She holds up 2 fingers. And I'm just typing her like, that doesn't answer my question at all. You want to roll this? How about we just roll this now?
Let's do it.
Check it out, kids.
It's on and ready. Look at this sucker. Very nice. She's got it. Alright, so we have to figure out this whole money thing that we got going on here, don't we? So everybody else won this money just as well as we did in our crew today. So I would really like to suggest more monies for the rest of the crew. They have to work.
I thought I could read Azmyth until he got into the captain's quarters and started speaking in his accent like somebody gave him like an English pill or something.
But I really want all of these pirates to feel
that guy's gold.
dandy.
I find it utterly ridiculous, and I don't really understand where he's coming from with that.
You have to keep the crew happy. You have to give them a taste of the golds that they earned. If you're taking half, that's not very fair to the crew.
I would like to have got a bigger cut for myself, but Azmyth wants us like this utopia society where everybody's equal, and basically he took the treasure and we split you with an additional $2,400 on top of that. Same exact cut that we took.
Thank you guys so much. It's 183 with Azmyth in charge.
First of all, he split the loot from the treasure evenly between us, which is a huge difference.
Come on in, darling.
Hi. Azmyth is Mr. Positivity. He's trying to show that a nice guy can be a pirate.
This is yours. Please enjoy. And don't.
Extremely great, but oh, that accent is so
I don't hear that.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. That's pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you actually, firstly, Guzman says, tell him to do the Cubano accent.
Cubano?
Did you ever do a Cubano accent, or is he just making?
Well, I did a Jamaican accent, but they never showed that on the show, sadly enough. So,
So you just had like a plethora of accents.
Well, I only decided to throw another one because I was getting flack from Cameron, who is actually Australian, and so the second all of a sudden he hears that I have an accent, where the hell did this accent come from? And so I didn't play around with it too much because it was serious in Pirates Court, even though I didn't think it was. But I don't know Cubano. No, I don't know Cubano.
So okay, but moving from accents, you were the longest running pirate captain?
I was. I ran the gamut. I set up the cards, and the cards always fell straight. I had plans, and they always came out. Whatever I was trying to do worked out on the ship. And along with Jay and a couple other people helping me, I set up a triad. I picked the 3 strongest guys, and we literally ran every mission as champs, and it would have worked out great until production came along and decided, okay, this triad's going to win, or one of these 3 people are going to win from the show. We got to dismantle this, and then production
had a hand in dismantling.
Oh yeah, no, they screwed my plans up. I totally could have won, and production went and made it so that, and whether
How do they do that?
Whether it was written into the script or it seemed like it wasn't written into the script. It seems like because they were coming up with stuff every single day, they were coming up with new things, throwing new plans into the works, and what ended up happening was after 8, they made it so that the captain was alone and there was no longer any mates, so it made it easy for
people to start
mutinying if they wanted. The crew
talking
could actually,
and discussing stuff.
well, no. What happened is that before, when the captain had mates, since the captain picked the mates protected the captain from the crew actually mutinying, and so there was no chance, the way they set it up at first, for there ever to be a mutiny. So
do you think that they envisioned that that's how it, like, they didn't work out that's how that was going to work out?
I don't think so. No, they were hoping for all kinds of things to happen, and all of a sudden I come in and I'm sharing the money and not doing not being money hungry like people usually are on drama shows, and totally changed their plans, and then they changed my plans nicely. So that happened. They dismantled the triad. From that point on, there's no longer mates, so the captain's all alone, and the captain takes 50% and doesn't share any of it. So that's
made that
that's a new rule too. And so instead of, because usually it's the captain.
It's always once they do like those, like once you guys have to do the competitions or whatever it is, and they make up new rules that go at the end of it. Because this is a spin-off of. It was kind of during the Survivor break that they threw this in.
And it was a totally the virgin run of the show. They had no clue what they were doing. They really did. And second season, third season would be awesome if they could bring it back.
But sadly, the show actually didn't end up going to completion, did it? It got
no. So, and it actually gets canceled the time that I'm still captain. So the next episode, I end up getting cut because they drop my mates, and then they run against me, and one of the guys on my team, Louis, screws up, and then they all get me off. So that happens, and what happens with CBS is that pretty much what I think is the fact that from the very beginning the show was pretty much canned because they really didn't do much promotion for the show. It was on CBS with commercials, and that was about it. There was nothing in papers, magazines, billboards, any of the stuff that you normally see for reality TV. And it's the first show, other than Stan Lee's Who Wants to Be a Superhero, but the first show on major network television.
I mean, I've seen some of the Who Wants to Be a Superhero, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, it's goofy and cheesy, right? This actually has a bit of reality to it because it's fantasy, yet it's something from the past, something that actually happened, and could happen. So it's a fantastic idea, and someone just didn't believe in it from the beginning. They didn't have enough promotion, and there obviously weren't enough viewers, and it was starting to get good. And the people that were watching were diehards. There's a lot of people that have contacted me and are super, super pissed about the cancellation. And
they didn't actually run it to its completion since they canceled it, right?
No, we made it to episode
12,
8.
was it?
No, it was 8 because I was on 8, and then number 9 is when I get cut, and so they canceled it right after number 8. The episode I was going to get cut, they canceled. So it's kind of cool because I still look like I'm on the ship and still captain in some people's eyes, unless they've watched it on the internet. But yeah, it just really sucks to see a show like this go that actually was something totally new, and they just didn't do it.
Okay, but let's talk. Like, were there any hookups from people? Because I saw the inside of the ship, and there's just like, I mean, unless you're the captain, there's just
there's no way of hooking up in those little things.
People make a plan.
The only hookups that I know of were between Nessa and Jodan in the captain's quarters when he was captain, I guess. So that's the only thing that I really saw. They kind of screwed up on that tip too because they like making romance and random things happen.
And then they have like these tiny beds that are like.
Well, I mean, you can't really help that. Like if you want to get down dirty, you get down dirty on the deck. I give a crap, right?